Stanford University, a bastion of academia and the alma mater of some of college football's most legendary figures, Elway, Luck, Sherman, and McCaffrey. And today, the Stanford Cardinal will try to live up to that legacy. Today, two teams collide in an old-fashioned SEC showdown. As we'll see, the Wisconsin Badgers taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Stanford ready to kick it away to start this game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
Kick returners just have to do a better job knowing where they are on the field and what the situation is. That's a ball you got to let go through the end zone. That's a touchback. Instead, you're trying to be the hero, and now you've done yourself more harm than good. The offense starting in terrible field position.
The give to the back. At the 20, he's got space. And he's running in the open. He's at the 30. The 10. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Badgers.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up, and they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The give to the back. Powers through the defender. And they swarm him under.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was 2nd and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
This is an interesting decision now for the head coach. You're trailing very early in the game, and there's a lot of football left. But you're in a situation where you could go for it here and try and answer after your defense gave up that touchdown on the opening drive.
He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. The give to the tailback. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts, as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. And he's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family.
Open runway ahead. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense, picking up that first down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on third down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can generate a little bit of momentum.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can...
And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. Texas A&M packed a wallop today, and in many ways it felt like it packed the 12th man within 2. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead it felt like a walk through the park in College Station. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Quarterback checking off. Going up top on 1st down. Now improvising. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defense in coverage forcing the incomplete.
Couldn't make the play last time. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 30. They keep attacking through the air. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. He's looking to throw it. Feeling some heat. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Get the quarterback off his spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all 3 of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And this sophomore quarterback just put it out there a little too far.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
They punted on their first drive of the game, and now they have to convert on third down to avoid doing it again. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big...
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. The referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Stanford lines up to punt it away. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field and jump around a bit. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. He makes the connection. On the move is the 30. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. We always talk about the Wisconsin ground game, but the Badgers have had some efficient quarterbacks in recent years, too.
And just finding the guy that fits, right? They're a scheme fit, a system fit. Finding that guy that can be a complement to the run game. That's what you want with a great Wisconsin offense.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. The give to the right. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Vincent. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the wideout. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, I think the ball just got on the receiver so quickly. He took his time working his route, and by the time he got his head around, the ball was already there, and he just wasn't able to stab it.
First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Slips through the line. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They've stumbled a little bit out of the gate here, Jesse, finding themselves down by 2 scores.
Yeah, and their defense needs to help them out and get off the field and get them some more possessions. This offense didn't spend a lot of time on the field in the first quarter, David. I think they got to run the ball here and try to establish some rhythm.
They got to establish something, and you're right. You'll wear your defense out. Continue. You keep getting the football back to them, to the other offense. You're wearing your defense out, and you'll have no shot to get back in this game.
They're going to ride this running back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Buys a little extra time. Fires on the move. And wings it incomplete.
You've got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Wide out in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Zings it complete to the right. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
I really like the slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have work in the middle of the field.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. Listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
Movement here from the tight end. Leaves it with the back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Just enough there to get it to the 25. A pickup of 2. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. To the air, it's Vincent. Back open in the middle. At the 40, there he goes. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. The Badgers with the 1st and 10. These corners going to give them some space. Working that left side now. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the 1st down marker.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
It's a nice run there to get the 1st down. I got to tell you, I'm impressed with the stable of backs and the weapons this offense has. A lot of different guys can touch the football in a variety of ways, but they've been running it very, very well in this game so far.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. And the Badgers are threatening in the red zone. Defense in press coverage. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
He'll keep it himself. Runs through a tackle. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on 3rd down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. 3rd and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert 1st downs. This offense has been so good on 3rd downs.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Badger! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So it's an 80-yard drive.
Number 17, set to kick this one away.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Getting some heat. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the 1st half. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors at our halftime update. Looks as if we are set to crank it up here in the 2nd half.
Set to advance on the football.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. for an offense making its way back onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. At the 35, he's got room. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Looking to go up top on first down. Into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Stanford.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing in the field because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Here's the handoff. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. To the ground with the back. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth. The Badgers line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that, dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
Throws to the wideout. And the sophomore just a little too much on that one.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. He's got his man. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
We run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom, stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Looking deep. It's complete. Touchdown, Cardinal. And here they come, almost all the way back. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it, and the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
Line getting set on second down. Back to pass, it's Vincent. Fires to the middle. And the pass hits, picked off. Looking for more room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Stanford. How about that D coming up with a play like that? This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers, go jump on that puppy, secure it, gets you a touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. UAB is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 17 over Michigan State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Give to the running back. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Pulls and fired complete. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call.
And he made that look easy, but it's not. I think one of the hardest things to do is tackle these quick, shifty wide receivers in the open field. Nice job getting that sucker on the ground.
Let's see what he can do with it. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Starting to feel a little pressure. He'll pull it down. At the 45 on his way. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. They're bringing heat. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
That is the last thing you want on first down as an offensive sack. Now it's second down. He's looking to throw. Going over the top. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
Probably need to pick up a few yards. From here, it would be a 62-yard attempt. Caught in the backfield, it's Jordan. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'd hope to get him in space, create running room, and there just wasn't anything there.
I love the third down, aggressive, in-your-face defense, not giving you any room to run down the field. Great job by the defense. They saw the throw, the quick pass, reacted to it, got him on the ground for a loss.
The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Found a little space, and he's got forward to the 35.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Finds the tight end. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Going to the ground.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. He's right on target. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
to the air. It's Vincent. Got his man on the outside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. And the Badgers will call on their punt team. And the returner will be brought down. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistake.
Fires one high and deep. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
Dances away from the heat. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It's the plays like that that are going to end up defining and deciding this game, right? It's tight. Tie game, fourth quarter. Someone is going to step up and make a game-changing play, and the defender did right there.
The give to the back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They're testing the right side here. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Vincent. He's got his man. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Using his feet. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And this one for the lead in the waning moments. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This for the lead, and very likely the win. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So they'll send out the field goal unit. We're getting deep in the game, and this is for the lead. Never a doubt. They have grabbed the lead in the waning seconds of the game, and they are so close to victory. Fair catch called for and made. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. He's going to pass. Scrambling away. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is over, and this will be a game of what might have been. That was fun, and it was big time, and it is a confidence builder to come through waning moments and win a game like that.